What's up, everybody? Destin Legary here, and with me today is Alfredo Diaz.
Hey, Destin.
Hey, Alfredo. Today we're talking about The Dark Below. There was a bunch of new information released today in Game Informer and on Bungie Net.
Yeah.
We're going to start by talking about gear. Tell me about the new exotics and how everything works with exotics now.
So yes, we are very soon, we will get the new DLC. And with the new DLC, we will get a whole bunch of new exotics. Now the new exotics, their attack cap is higher than the current exotics.
Yes.
So in order for your current exotics not to be obsolete, what they're going to do is they have a system for you to upgrade your current exotics to keep up with the new DLC set of exotics. Yes.
And that system is you go to Xur,
yeah,
or you dismantle an existing exotic that you don't want for a shard. But to upgrade it, you have to go to Xur, and then you turn in the shard and the glimmer.
You go to Xur,
Yeah.
and Xur will have it's essentially like, you know how you wait during the week for like, oh, what does Xur have in terms of weapon and gear? Now it's
Yes.
kind of like, on top of that, it's like, oh, what weapons will Xur allow me to buff this week, right?
Yes.
So you go there and he'll have, you know, a whole list of like gear that you have that you can buff, and then weapons that you have that you can buff.
The gear list that he has is stuff you have equipped. You will be able to upgrade equipped gear at Xur. So it's not going to be like you can only upgrade Suros this week, just to clarify.
Yep.
And to upgrade, you can get this new exotic shard.
Yep.
And you can either buy it from him or get it by dismantling a weapon. And then you need to
dismantling
pay
an exotic, and then you can buy it from him for 7 strange coins.
Yes. And then you give him the shard, and you give him 7,000 glimmer, and your exotic that can be fully upgraded or not fully upgraded, and he will give you a new version of that exotic with a higher attack rating.
Yep.
That's a lot to invest.
It
really
really is, especially the fact that you have to re-upgrade the exotic armor or weapon.
So my Vex, which is fully upgraded, I do this turn-in process. It is now completely reset. I got to start over.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
They're countering it with the ability. They're saying now that exotic weapons will level up even faster. I mean, some people will love it, some people won't. Some people will love it because they've come from previous games where, you know, a new DLC will come out and it'll render everything like obsolete.
Yeah.
And other people won't like it because they feel like we're kind of going back to the way Destiny used to be, how it was very grindy. It's like, oh, we gotta grind. Like, I have a lot of exotics, like gear and weapons that are just maxed out. And of course I want the higher attack power.
Yes.
You know, like I want my Suros to be high. I want the Galahorn to be up there as well, but I'm gonna have to regrind for all of those again.
Like if I ever get Galahorn, please, somebody, please give me this drop. I'm not gonna upgrade it because on Tuesday I can get a better version of it. So I'll just wait and then I'll do the grinding. And what it makes me wonder, when the House of Wolves comes out later, are we gonna have to do this all again?
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Like, is that what they're gonna do every time a new piece of content comes out? Oh, well, you gotta re-upgrade it.
Yeah, it's gonna be very interesting to find out. Also, I feel like they kind of need to raise the glimmer cap now. It's 7,000.
25. If it's 7,000, you can do like 3 pieces a week.
Yeah, or multiple characters like we have.
Yeah, but
yeah, that's
the glimmer shared between the characters.
Oh, you're right. No.
So, yeah, that sucks. Anyway, that's everything about exotics.
Yeah.
Let's talk about armor.
So yes, there's going to be new legendary gear. So the existing...
Yeah, you can buy them from the vendors.
Yep.
But there's this new commendation thing.
Yeah, so there's new legendary gear that you can buy from the vendors, but in order to buy those, you have to essentially level up your Crucible and your Vanguard.
Rating. So like if you're rank 3, you need to hit rank 4, rank 5, rank 6. We're not sure what level you have to hit, but you have to be higher than your current level to buy stuff.
You level it up, you get a accommodation for the Crucible or Vanguard, whichever one you level up, and then from there you can buy the new gear.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, a little strange. It seems like it's going to prevent me from getting that set of gear I need to hit 31. They did confirm that the Vanguard and Crucible gear will not be good as the raid gear, and the raid gear isn't coming out until January because you can't get gear, or no, it's weapons. Sorry, my mistake. You can get raid gear, which will be the best, as it always has been, but this gear will not get you to 32. It will get you to 30, but not 32.
Yeah, I think that's a good thing, right? They're trying to get everyone they're trying to find easier ways to get people to like jump right into the new raid and the DLC right away, which is good because then otherwise everyone would still be grinding the Vaults of Glass, right? And then at that point, why would they want the new DLC? If we're talking about the raid now, there's lots of changes to that.
Yeah. We'll move on to the raid. So the raid is completely new. It's about Crota.
Yep.
Killing this three-eyed guy from the moon.
Beast who has different, who has different forms, and so Crota's raid will be available December 9th. The thing about that is
there's a huge improvement.
I think
that they made in the raid.
I think so too.
The biggest challenge they've had is drops. Drops are miserable in the raid. Sometimes you get all shards. Sometimes you get 7 of the same shotgun, like I have.
Yep.
And they're going to try and address that with something called fun drops.
Yeah, they said that the rate, the loot drop rate is higher.
Yeah.
And then they also said that they're going to look at, you know, see what you have. It's still going to be very randomized, but they're also going to see what you have and try to gear it a little bit more towards like
something you need or want.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Something you need or want.
Yeah.
And in terms of the fun drop.
Yeah.
Yeah, they talked about how, you know, if
that's
you
what I was
if you haven't gotten, if you're just doing the new raid and you're getting a lot of materials and stuff, the more that happens, the higher chance you have of getting a fun drop, which is
like a Galahorn,
something you'd want,
which would be great,
or a new exotic,
or a new exotic like the Dragon's Breath.
Yes.
Are there any other notes about the raid that you wanted to go over?
Yeah, the raid weapons and gear and stuff will require the certain materials from the raid. You can't use like your Ascendant shards or energy to upgrade that.
Let me look it up. They're called
Radiant shards and Radiant energy.
That's what it is. Thank you.
Yeah. So you get that from the raid. From doing the raid, you'll either get them from drops, or you can break down the raid
stuff,
weapons, weapons, armor, and get
What's
that as
great
well.
is Eris, the new character that kind of pushes forth all the new content, will allow you to interchange the types. Like you can do energies for shards, shards for energies, for example. She's going to let you switch the new upgrade materials.
Yeah.
Which is that's also an improvement.
Yeah, I think the raid overall is going to be fun and it's going to be a good improvement. I like that.
Finally, the story we're going to talk about briefly. We know there's going to be 3 main story missions, 2 kind of sub missions that lead into the strikes or tease the raid. Really excited about that. They're all going to work through Eris, and Bungie has done a really good job of trying to create a narrative. Something they admit was lacking in the original story.
Yeah.
That's really exciting for me as a player looking for more story in Destiny. The gameplay is great. You know, we wouldn't have been playing this much had we not liked it. Story is lacking, and they're trying to address it.
It is. And so far it seems like the DLC has a solid foundation for a story. Whether or not they'll deliver on that, you know, we just got to wait and see.
Yeah. Anyway, that's about everything coming with the Dark Below DLC to Destiny. Thank you for joining me, Alfredo.
Anytime.
What do you guys think? Are you going to get the Dark Below? Let us know in the comments below. And for more on Destiny, you know, you're already in the right place. IGN.